First of all, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. I'm using Australian Standard Cup measure, so 1 cup equals 250 mils. You might like to check that first. Into a bowl, put 1 cup of desiccated coconut, followed by 1 heaped cup of gluten-free self-raising flour and 1 loosely packed cup of brown sugar. Into that you're adding the white chocolate and cranberries. That is 1 cup in total. I just broke white chocolate pieces into quarters and half filled the cup, then added cranberries until it got to the top. If you prefer more cranberries, you can put less white chocolate, as long as the whole amount equals 1 cup. Then mix it all together. You need to break up any lumps of brown sugar and make sure it's all incorporated into the flour. And by making sure that the cranberries are all separated and coated with flour, you should ensure that they stay spread evenly throughout the cake. Otherwise they do tend to sink to the bottom and you get a very sticky bottom layer. Once it's all mixed, make a little well in the centre and then add 3/4 of a cup of milk. I'm using A2 milk. You can use normal milk, any milk that you would, or milk alternative that you would use. Soy milk works very well in these cakes, and almond milk tastes great. You can use any type of milk that you would normally use. So if you had dairy-free white chocolate chips and used a milk substitute like soy or an almond milk, this cake would also be dairy-free. Mix it all together to make sure that there's no lumps still remaining, and to make sure all the fruits mix through. It doesn't take very long, and you only need a wooden spoon. Then you need to pour it into a greased loaf tin. This loaf tin is wider than a regular loaf tin that you can buy here in Australia. It will make the cake not rise as high, which is fine, because if you have tried baking with gluten and egg-free, you will realise that the higher profile cakes sometimes don't hold together because they need the egg, which this cake doesn't have. So this will be a lower profile loaf, but it will still cook evenly all the way through and hold together quite well. Once you've poured it in, smooth out the top and bake for 40 to 45 minutes, just until the top is a lovely golden brown. Then you can leave it in the tin on a rack to cool for about 5 minutes before you turn them out. On the left we have the date and cardamom loaf, in the middle is the mixed fruit, and on the right is the white chocolate and cranberry. And here it is sliced. We didn't wait for it to cool, so it's a little bit warm here when we cut it, so it crumbled a little bit. These keep very well in the cupboard and they freeze great. And this is a shot with the butter spread that we used. There'll be a video for that too. Thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this recipe. For more gluten-free and egg-free recipes, check out my blog.